Hello again.
Yep.
Always love being up here. I have a quick question about proximity, specifically physical proximity. In other words, I think one of the reasons I love being up in the hot seat and I love coming into these gatherings is because so many of us are packed closely together and we're maybe feeling each other's energy and also proximity to you.
That's the thing. It doesn't need to be. But the reason that it is because your expectation, because you see and hear and smell and taste and touch. So all of those things become factors that just improve your expectation. Really, this is such a good conversation. All you got to do is line up with your inner being. That's all you got to do. You don't need a crowd. You don't need a whole bunch of people in agreement with you. You just need to be in agreement with you, and you're powerful. But the process of birthing desires is really a collective experience, isn't it? So in a gathering like this, you're playing off of each other constantly. In other words, it just accelerates the process of understanding. It's not necessary to the accomplishment of understanding, but it does accelerate the process of understanding. Esther's been saying to the handful of people that she's up close to, her daughter and some good friends that she likes to talk about life with on a pretty regular basis. And sometimes she chastises herself or the conversation by saying, we're just getting carried away in this. We're making too much of this. We can just let this go. And sometimes that's true. But more often than not, them chewing on it just lights up more things that makes it faster for them to get to places of understanding. We say to you that words don't teach, and yet these words that are somehow confirming what your life has been teaching you are extremely helpful. And so we wouldn't make too much of the proximity, but we would enjoy it. It's like you can listen to a concert through your sound systems, or you can be in the arena. Well, really, want to get right down to it, it sounds better on your sound system than it does in the arena. But it's way more feeling to be in the arena with the feeling of the band. And so if you take it out of the perfection of what you're hearing and you put it into the conversation of the vibrations that you're feeling, it's always better to be in the mix somehow. Also, and we're just speaking for Esther, but she's a smart girl. She wants to see things live. She does not want to watch a replay of anything. You know why? She believes, and it's true, she's an influencer in the outcome. So she wants to be she wants to be able to see that being in the arena is the best of all. She can feel, she can focus, she can make a difference, but she can do it when it's on TV too. You can too. In other words, it's the nowness of it that you're getting at. It's the participating in the nowness of it. It's the power of now. And the power of now is your inner being is having constantly a now experience with you. Your inner being's never behind. Your inner being's not ever watching an instant replay of you. Your inner being is always knowing where you are in relationship to where you intend to be at all times. And your inner being is knowing how to focus in order to accomplish a path of lesser and lesser resistance for you. And you do that for each other too. That's why what you're saying feels like it does to you.
The feeling I get is that really the buzz that I get when I'm here speaking with you or with these brothers and sisters of mine, it's really the buzz of me getting proximity to my inner being.
Yeah, and everybody else just helping in that process. But you don't want to get carried away with that because you don't want to be dependent upon other humans in order to accomplish your alignment, because that's just between you and you. So we want to say line up and then get with people. Don't get with people so you can line up.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good?
Now, one quick thing about that, and I've mentioned this to you once before, but back before when I first discovered your teachings, I was driving across country. I was moving from Atlanta to San Francisco, and when I was going through Texas, I drove for 20 minutes or so. What I found out later was the monster bus. And I didn't know anything about Abraham yet, but there was a sign on the side of the bus that said something like, life is supposed to be fun.
It's on the back of the bus. Life is supposed to be fun.
That's
life
right.
is supposed to be fun.
So I've often wondered if that 20 minutes when we were like right next to each other, if there was something happening with the physical proximity, or perhaps with
confirmation of your ability to attract. Confirmation of your having something on your mind and being able to manifest it. And that was one weird manifestation when you think about it. Esther had an experience. She's on a whim. She woke up one morning in San Diego and she thought, I think I'll drive to Utah. Her parents live there and her sister lives there, and Esther has a place there. And Esther thought, I think I'll just drive over. So she got in her car and set her navigation system, and off she went. 14-hour drive. She knew she could make it easy. And so she's driving along, and she's out in the middle of the desert. There's a lot of desert between here and there. She's out in the middle of some desert, and she thought about her sister, who lives in another part of Utah, the southern part, and Esther was on her way to the northern part. And so she just called her, and she says, hey, Jeannie, what you doing? And she says, driving. Esther said, where are you going? And she says, back home. And Esther says, where are you? And they were at the same mile marker, going two different directions. So they stopped and had ice cream and spent half an hour together, and then off they went. Now, that's because both of their inner beings know where they are in relationship to everything else. You have this friend upstream that is so aware of everything about you. And when you tune to it and you get these inclinations, Esther calls it, she'll say, I got a hit on something. Well, when you get a hit on something, follow through with it. If it's an exhilarating feeling, yeah.
We'll leave it there for now. That's good. Thank you so much.
Really good. We think we're in a good spot, do you? We're so close to the end of the timing here. So let's just bask in the collective understanding. But let's take a little bit here to anticipate what's next. What's next for you? Because you came with a full vortex, and your proximity to it, what a good word, your proximity to it has improved dramatically as a result of your focus here with us, your proximity to your vortex. In other words, you got easier access than ever before. So don't go looking for it in an attitude of testing it. Just be a soft, light touch observer of things that you've been wondering about or wanting, and the ease with which they flow into your mind and into your experience. Let this conversation be the precursor to you understanding that you're ready to put the pedal to the metal. That's trucker talk. But Esther had a CB radio, so she talks like a trucker. In some ways. You want to accelerate when you know that you're in alignment. And you want to decelerate when you know when you're out of alignment. You want to be specific when you're feeling great. And you want to be general when you're feeling less than great. We know that you understand this. We could feel you when you got here. We've adored every minute that we've been together. And we have high, exhilarated anticipation of what's coming next for you. Yes, in the sense that things that you want are going to happen. Yes, for sure. But that's not what's ringing our bells. What's ringing our bells is your understanding of your deliberate part in the unfolding and the timing of the unfolding. You're going to like what comes next, and we're going to like you liking it. How's that? We've enjoyed this interaction, and we mean this when we say it more than any that has come before, because this is the leading edge of the leading edge of the leading edge of the leading edge. You are contributing in ways that you often don't give yourself credit. We want you to feel your important part in not just your life, but in the expansion of all that is. Life is supposed to feel good, and people want to feel good. And you are feeling good. You're feeling better and better and better. And since you, dear hearts, teach through the clarity of your example, we're expecting some extremely unique, satisfying experiences for you. Things that are just going to knock your socks off are right on your doorstep. Have fun with it. There's great love here for you. And for now, we are complete.